Okay, so here we are, we're playing Synth Riders on the Nintendo Switch. This is the OG Nintendo Switch. I don't have the Switch Lite, I don't have the Switch 2. This is purely the OG Switch running Synth Riders. Now, I've covered Synth Riders on the MetaQuest multiple times. One of mine and my partner's all-time favourite game to play together. We're very competitive with Synth Riders. I'm curious to see how it plays on the Switch itself. I have played the tutorial, and it is fun, and I'm going to show you the gameplay. But nothing, in my opinion, beats playing it in virtual reality. Me being a big virtual reality sort of ambassador, an advocate, I'm a big VR enthusiast. I'm obviously a bit biased, but those of you who play flat screen only and want to get a glimpse of Synth Riders, if you like rhythm games, you're going to absolutely love it. The music's fantastic. Let's get dived into it. So as you can see, there's a solo play, so you can play on your own. There is a fully fledged campaign mode and multiplayer. So let's check out some solo first. Now this tonight is one of my all-time favorite songs. So of course I'm going to play this one. Now I'm probably going to get copyright striked for this video because am I hell replacing the music from Synth Riders to something else? So we're just going to go with it. And if I get copyright striked, hopefully the video can stay up. I'm doing this just to showcase the game. Now when you load up a song, you get to choose varying different difficulties, and you can also view the leaderboards for those difficulties. Now when you're playing the actual song, there's multiple stages. So there's 3 different stages you can choose from, which just changes the environment. Not really much else, but it's nice to have different environments. When you're in VR, if you're playing it on the MetaQuest or the PlayStation VR 2, you'll be in that environment and there'll be things going on around you. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to go for Escape the City and we'll see how that goes. Now you can, at this point, add modifiers, change the stage, or you can just go ahead and play it. Let's go ahead and play it. Now, when you're playing this on the Nintendo Switch, your Joy-Con analog sticks, you move them in the direction that you want the beat. So blue tends to be on the left, and then the purple is usually on the right. There are instances where you would need to do both, and also you get scored on whether or not you were too early or if you were perfect time. So it's not just about holding it in, you've got to do it at the right time to get the maximum score. When you see these blue things, you do a jump, and then you've got to dodge these sort of walls with the analog sticks. And then when you're ready to land, hit the jump button again. That's a new thing to me for Synth Riders. That never appeared in VR. You didn't really get those jumps because you're not really on a surfboard, you sort of move with the environment. And I know I keep talking about the VR, but you've got to, it's one of them things that you've got to experience. This version has the songs and it has the heart of Synth Riders. You can feel it. You can sort of, you know you're playing Synth Riders. And just because of my setup, I have to keep looking forward and backwards because just of the way I'm filming this video, which I've not filmed a Switch video before, so you'll have to forgive me. How cool is this song, man? Yeah. Obviously at the end of the game, if you've played Synth Riders or Beat Saber or any of those kind of rhythm games, you want to get a big multiplier by not missing. You get maximum points. But it's cool. The environments, you can feel like Synth Riders. I mean, it is Synth Riders through and through, just converted to flat screen. And then you've got to use sort of the top shoulder buttons to avoid these obstacles. There we go, multiplier times 3. This bit's really cool when you do the VR. I'm going to keep talking about the VR. If you like the look of this, play it in VR, man. Edge of the fire. Hell yeah! When you get good connections, it just feels awesome. Yeah! And so then we're going to get our score. So I did awesome there. I did awesome. So it's going to give you your score. It's going to tell you how many perfect hits you got, how many that were too early, how many perfect, good, poor, your longest streak, all that wonderful stuff. And you get an overall ranking. So then you go on the leaderboards. And now if you are competitive and you want to challenge your friends, then you can do so. There's many different songs, all sort of like synth wave, dance sort of music. There's actually even a Lady Gaga DLC, which I don't have for the Synth 3 Switch version, but I do have for the Meta Quest version. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the campaign, which I haven't seen yet, and that's something new to the Switch version because we don't have that. We don't have that in the VR version. It's worth pointing out also that you get a couple of different characters to play as, and those characters are customizable. You can choose different heads, different torsos, different outfits, different color themes, and even different boards that you ride on. So you can see we've got this sort of comic book style intro that's going to play, going to present you the story. I am going to skip through this. I don't want to provide any sort of spoilers to the story itself, but it is good to know that we've got this sort of cyberpunk-y comic book story that's going to go on. There we go, we're diving in. Now unfortunately it is playing the same song I've just done, but this is now part of the campaign. So it is a little bit different on the campaign. The levels do get progressively harder. The different difficulties you do, the more beats there might be, the more moves you've got to do. And then you can see we've unlocked a new item. And so it probably is important that you play through the campaign and then you unlock all these different cosmetics and things, which you can then probably show off to your friends when you're versing them. It does take a little bit of getting used to. There's some, not all of the mechanics it shows you in the tutorial. I wonder if there's like some proper training you can do. Some of it you have to do literally a bit of experimentation on the fly. Whereas in VR it's so much more intuitive, man. And I think they've missed a trick, you know, in adding some sort of movement mechanics. You know, make people move in the game, but I get it's, you know, it's completely flat screen accessibility and all that. Now I am a big Synth Riders junkie, but as I've mentioned, and I will keep mentioning, in VR. No disrespect to the Switch, man, or the Switch users. This is pretty cool, and I think if I hadn't played the VR version, I'd be way more impressed. But it is cool. Till the end of the night. It's really cool. It's kind of like if you mix Tony Hawk's and Synth Riders together. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. I suppose it's not one of them games that you want to have stick drift with. Ah, I missed it. This moment. Missed all that. till the end of the night. It's all about getting in the rhythm. Timing is everything on this game. He says as he misses. Zen. Awesome. So, I mean, I'm getting B's on my first go, so don't mess. So, as I mentioned earlier, riders are customizable and you do earn cosmetics throughout the campaign. So you've got Dash, Allegra and BPM 130. When you click on a person, each one has multiple customization options. As you see, we unlocked this one earlier through playing the campaign. And then if you scroll sort of through, you get different outfits, tops and bottoms. And then even, as I mentioned, on each hand, you've sort of got an orb, and that's what's supposed to connect with the beat and the colors. You get different versions of those. So that's pretty cool. And you get different backpacks, different boards, different sort of masks and facial accessories. You can change the skin color and the outfit color, and even your hands. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So there is a how to play section at the bottom, and there's a basic tutorial, which I think is what it makes you do. I would probably recommend doing the advanced tutorial because, as I mentioned earlier, there's some features in there, some moves that you have to do that aren't necessarily shown in the tutorial that I had to learn myself, such as the jumping. Actually, I think jumping was in there, but the sort of when you ride the rail all the way along, didn't show you how to do that. So there's a few things, and moving, avoiding the walls, that wasn't in there either. So I would recommend doing the advanced tutorial. But that's Synth Riders for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not I'd say that before. Appreciate this isn't my VR content, but Synth Riders is close to my heart, so I wanted to cover it on the Nintendo Switch and see what it was like. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this particular video. I appreciate it's not my usual content in the comments down below. If you did appreciate it, if you did like it, then give the video a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.